a chat and see how we get on. Shit, almost slipped on that then. That would have been a good start to the video. Just nipped out today. Just wanted to talk about a few things more than anything. Just thought I'd go out and record a little vlog. Finish work early today and roads are dry. Why not, eh? Why not? Oh, it does sound nice when it's cold. Trying to give a shout out to everybody that commented, liked, interacted, whatever you've done with my channel within the last sort of week or so. I'm hoping you all enjoyed the first vlogs I've done. I know they're not the most professional, but I'm trying to do something you guys will enjoy. Just really get my views up, get my watch time up, try and get it to a stage where I'm actually making just a little bit of money off of this. I wanted to talk today about dislikes, likes of the bike. Everyone's got them, doesn't matter how much you love your bike, there's always that one little thing that does your head in. And today we're going to talk about a few of them today. So I've had this bike for what, a year and 2-3 months, a bit longer maybe. So what we'll talk about first is my likes. So my main like on this bike, I'll be honest, you're just about to hear it. I mean, it's a replacement exhaust. But it sounds fucking amazing, to be honest. It was a cheap exhaust I got off of eBay. Now it isn't technically made for the bike. It's made for a CBR650R, an older model, but we all know the engine's the same. I had to make a little modification for the exhaust hanger, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty much plug and play. So my first thing I love about it is the noise. A little too loud sometimes, but hey, you need to be heard. You need to be heard to be seen, in my opinion. It's all a safety measure. My second like about this bike, to be honest, it's just its size. It feels like a big bike. I mean, in a world of little tiny sports bikes that nobody is really comfortable on, this sort of comes out on top. It's comfortable-ish. There's a lot of people that have had issues with the seat and have to put a comfort seat on. I'm quite happy. I've done the TT with this seat. Obviously quite a long journey there and back, and I was fine the whole way. So that's what I'd say is my number two. It's pretty much just the size of the bike. Number three is how it looks. I've always been a sports bike fan. A sports bike is the only bike, well, I originally thought, that I would want. You know, the poster bike, everything that anyone wants. Not the Lamborghini, etc. of the bike world. It's not quite a super sport, I know that, but it's the looks of it. It does look very nice. My fourth like, you can't hear it so much now, but with a standard exhaust, the airbox noise on this is sounds amazing, to be honest with you. You can hear it a little bit there. When you're in a higher gear at lower RPM, you can hear it a lot better. So that'll be my fourth like. My fifth like, which I've already touched on a little bit, is the comfort of the bike. positioning of the pegs on this is so much more comfortable than your traditional super sports bikes. You can sit a little bit more upright. I'm slightly leant forward at the minute, but my back is straight. Let go of one bar and it's even better. It's a nice bike to ride. There's a lot of other things which I'll go into in the dislikes. Every bike's not perfect, and if anyone has found that unicorn, do let me know. So let's go into it, shall we? My dislikes on this bike. Now, this particular dislike, it's not in any particular order. I've been told isn't really a dislike, but I'm going to have it anyway. So for me, number one, it's red. It's red. If you know me, you know why that is a dislike with me. So that's my first one. My second one, we're going to get a bit more into it now. My second one is this rear brake is absolutely shocking. Let's just have a little. So we're at 20 mile an hour, rear brake only, 30 mile an hour. Look at, I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, but if you want to give yourself confidence on the bike, I feel like I have to slow down a lot faster than other bikes, because my brakes are not as good as what other bikes are. The front brakes are spot on, don't get me wrong. Front brakes are really good, but you need a bit of both, and especially for slowing down and stuff around corner, well, not around corner, around town. You need your rear brake to be on it. There's not really a lot of stuff you can do to actually even make it better. Stick some Brambos on it or something, I suppose, but braided hoses, etc. But then it's, where do you stop? You know, you've done the braided hoses, you've done the bigger discs, you've done everything else. Why not just go for a completely different bike? Turn around here, and there is a car behind me. So right, that was my second dislike, was the brakes, the rear brake in particular. My third dislike is see at the shower big piston forks. There's no adjustment on them whatsoever. So they've obviously made this bike set up for Joe Blogs, and Joe Blogs might be 5'1", 10 stone wet, you know. It'd be nice just to have a bit of adjustment, just to be able to do what I want to do. There's obviously you can just preload on the rear suspension. Would be nice to have a bit on the front as well, just to do what I want to do. So that's my number three. My number three, there we go. Right then, so my number four. I'll be honest, it's 94 horsepower. I've got so used to the power of this bike so quickly. It's not a bike that I can keep for years and years, and I enjoy riding it, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy riding it, but it's just, I'm too used to the power. I'm not bored of it, whatsoever, but I feel like I need something more. As I said in previous videos, I want something that's going to scare me more than anything, and this doesn't scare me at all. So that's my number four, is lack of power, which you can go into my number five a little bit too. It's a lack of lower down torque more than anything. Come on. Lack of lower end torque even. So, this bike is all top end. It's a sports tourer trying to be a super bike. So everything is all lower end, top end power. So lower end, there is nothing. You might have seen a video when I was at the Isle of Man on sort of hairpin hairpin turns, steep hairpin turns, it just felt like I needed more torque there from the Isle of Man. Oh, there we go, accidental neutral. So to me, it just needs more. It's got a bit. It's got a little bit boring. I mean, it just doesn't. It does. I can go fast. I can go fast. It's a bike at the end of the day. But I want something quicker. Next, my number 5 is just the cornering. Because of the brakes, because of the suspension setup and everything else, it just doesn't give me cornering confidence. I want something which is going to feel razor sharp. I'm going to tuck it in and I'm going to be fine. Left hand turns, better. It's not slow. It is not slow, but it's just, I'm used to it already. Don't get me wrong, there is a hell of a lot to like about this bike. It's a very good beginner bike, but don't expect it to give you the same excitement it gives you when you first ride it after sort of 18 months. Pop a loud exhaust on it, that'll make it even better for you. I mean, I do love it. It's my first big bike. I didn't think it was up to standard. I was sort of struggling of what to say. As I've said before, this is a new thing, vlogging for me anyway. Sorry, I keep opening and closing my visor. It just keeps fogging up. I'm trying my hardest to film some content which everyone is going to enjoy. It will be informative for people, and if this video helps you, if you're enjoying the content or you just want to know more, drop me a comment, drop a like on the video, subscribe, you know, it all helps. There will be more vlogging. Anyone's got any suggestions of ideas of what we can talk about, I can waffle on for ages about any given subject, so any ideas of what you want to talk about, anything you want to know about the bike, anything you want to know about the setup that we've got, the YouTube setup, the camera, everything else, just let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions you've got. And as I said, like and subscribe.